spotted and taken down. And this will likely lead to a tier 1 bot. And it's all ASTER early game. And we've seen this from them in these series where obviously this game is not over yet. Just saying, in this Dream League, the games that we've cast, feels like they win game 1 and then just get bodied the next 2 games. I don't know what is about ASTER, but they come out with game 1 and just, they're on another level. And so far that is the case. Game number 1. XXS finds Miposhka again. Still only level 5. Has to pop the wand to try to stay alive. Mortimer's Kisses coming out from Collapse. Not going to save the Ench, but they do find a very value kill in XXS, and Siamese Cat will follow suit.
Boca is still hanging around. He has some spiders to work with. But looks like Spirit will just gate out of there.
Dire's middle tower is under
gonna find a bounty rune as Radiant Ember, refreshing to see.
Okay.
It's going all the way into the enemy jungle to get a refill. And okay, so here's the tricky thing as well. We've covered some aspects of this. Obviously the Timber is gonna crush. The Brood Lane is going very well. Who's killing Morph?
Enchantress.
I think Morph is borderline invincible this game, except AM. It's the only solution they have.
Oh, speaking of AM, the Cindering Curse, he just speaks the name.
Into death. Into a Lion Timber Saw.
Sumail with the Aegis in tow now.
Stolen Chakram.
Tail comes out with the Finger of Death from Baboka. They delete 1. Nice Mortimer's Kisses, basically hitting 2 people for a majority of it, but Baboka ends up going down. The Impetus destroying Sumail, so the Aegis already used. Not exactly what he wanted out of this. Fight very split up, as Siamese Cat will be taken out by Laurel in the meantime. Miposhka should be fine. So not too bad for Spirit.
That's super good. They got 3 for 1. That was an Aegis on Sumail down the drain. They find the 2 supports, and all they lose is their Rubik, and Yotaro wasn't even involved, so he gets to farm up and start progressing towards Moon.
More ways than one. Yotaro now getting chased. Mid lane, a little mini fight will break out. A little shredder being used to take out that Tombstone post haste. And they're going to get the Undying after the fact.
There. Look, ASTER's
gobble up, big one.
Oh, right on top of the tower. Nice shot. Yeah, I feel like ASTER are a little bit disconnected right now in their play. They obviously have a lot of margin for error, but I still like to see them clean up their act here and play their advantage. It's a fast butterfly on Monet here. Around. They got too hard, too fast.
Up to lap. He's going to get jumped on. Baboka seems to be everywhere right now. It's not the cookie, but Whirling Death is there to greet him.
Has been killed.
That grows down to an 8K lead. And
Pushka might be in trouble here.
Radiant
he went for a courier kill and got spotted. Pike.
Good damage. That is a lot of damage, but the mech is popped, and now the damage coming from Sumail and company will be too much to withstand. Will Yotaro see a creep?
Yotaro's queuing up Moonshine.
Oh, he finds Sumail instead. Instantly pops the BKB. Now they're going to try to fight this out. Laurel pops his own BKB. Nice initiation from the Snapfire. Mortimer's Kiss is doing a lot of damage as well. The first to fall is Baboka. XXS kind of alone here. Sumail tries to reconnect, but now ASTER backing away.
500 damage impetus. Okay. Very nice. Yeah, Sumail should be consider himself lucky he didn't die there. They didn't have the stuns perfectly chained, so he barely got off the BKB. Without status resistance, he's dead there. Kayasani saves his life this time around. Like ASTER are considering doing something here, but I think it's going to be really difficult. They're only offering up Miposhka. He's not an easy kill by any means. Toro will now probably show... Nope, they're not going to show him in mid. He's actually just letting Mira take care of that for now. No, now he changed his mind. Guess he wanted to wait with giving the information over to ASTER that he left, and now that they have that info...
Monster kill!
Bit of miscommunication there. I think Miposhka cannot stay. Haste is 22.
Sure. Oh, Abyssal Blade initiation, and the reverse impale Tentacle Surprise. The grab ally saves him from his own Tentacle Surprise. Baboka, Otsugo Scepter, but he's going to get going on and he's going to be deleted. 2 dead already for ASTER. The only response is the Rubik for the time being. And Yatoro now trying to focus on Sumail. Gets the back in the middle of the timber chain. BKB still activated for him. Looks like he will survive the engagement.
2 for 1. No Aegis expended for Yatoro, though. So they keep their...
From the Tormentor.
Upgrade of the counterspell.
The counterspell just is better.
It's decent in this game. Some good magic damage.
But he's broken. Not going to be good in this scenario. XXS wants to go in. They get the stun up on Yatoro. But the reflect again onto the Lion. Big Mana Void comes out. And XXS is dead for 80. Yatoro, that's the Aegis down. Monet has already used the BKB. I'm not sure if they can reinitiate it. That is a very big gobble up. Laurel not able to find a connection, though. Tombstone, the grab ally, unused. And you can tell by the death animation that Tombstone in particular, very sad about that. And this bottom racks will go the way of Team Spirit. Interesting fortification. Don't they just reserve that for the tower? The next tower?
Yeah, I don't like that one. I mean, it's not
Maybe
gonna
it doesn't matter that much.
It's not that big of a deal, but it's definitely a little thing.
Okay, Sumail, he wants to hold this off, gets bashed in the mid-air again. The Abyssal with the Mana Void, he's down for 90. He has to buy back pretty soon as Monet getting really low, and the stolen whirling death actually finishes him off. And that forces the buyback for him now as the Impetus destroying Lion from afar. Laurel, he pops the cheese, will survive as a result, and now the focus is on this Morphley who just bought back.
Game over.
Make it a dieback for Monet.
And
now the rest of ASTER falling one by one. Sumail, the last one alive. Let the 2 buybacks come out. Double tentacle surprise for Team Spirit. How much they like tentacles, we'll find out soon. Looks like Laurel does not like it very much as he gets timber chained to death. But that was very heavy investment from ASTER. It's not even a full defense.
I think this is a bait. They're going to buy back Laurel and take this fight. They know Morph doesn't have buyback.
Yeah,
if this fight breaks out, he's immediately going to buy back and connect. And there's going to be a 5v4. Snapfire is not...
Sumail gets telekinesis back. They're not going to go in, though. At least not yet. Reflect. Team Spirit.
I think they're waiting for Collapse to connect potentially and then going to go for it. I would love to see Spirit not wait for the Morph respawn. Just keep playing your advantage.
Dire's top tower.
Top is actually pushing in. But if you get Megas, this really doesn't matter if you lose the racks here.
Yeah.
And they're going to continue on a melee. Okay, trying to initiate onto Yatoro. Sumail jumps in, wants to get this edge, but the big telekinesis from Mira saves him. XXS pops the BKB, grab ally available for somebody. There's a connection from the Snapfire, but they lose the Lion. Mana Void onto XXS.
They're not even buying back Laurel.
They don't even bother. GG's call, just way too much damage.
Yeah.
And Team Spirit, they were down in this game, but they held on. Significant damage to both heroes. The Collapse is going to pull an entire wave plus some additional creeps.
Yeah, bottom lane definitely the best news for ASTER in this game. Monet is doing very well for himself, putting some good pressure. He has a full level advantage against the Tide, whereas Sumail in the mid not doing too hot. And the top lane, it's going okay considering it's Ursa against Underlord, but I imagine it's going to get harder and harder. Ichu trying to give some help mid here, but who's he really helping? Looks like Laurel will easily clean this one up.
Yeah, he is level 6 as well.
Tombstone's starting to be a problem, so
Sumail with that level disadvantage. Searing Chains connects. The poacher's coming from the other side, which means Sumail has to revert to the other side, but Tentacle Surprise catches him by, well, surprise.
We finish each other's
sandwiches.
Surprises.
And you can see the old pop by Siamese Captain is going to turn into a good old-fashioned team fight. Sumail with a big astral step. Laurel is going to be helped out by Collapse's huge Ravage. And Laurel able to reset, but Monet's on the other side to finish him off. Sumail will follow suit, so it's a 1-for-1 from each respective mid. Collapse now getting chased down. Nice impale from Aposhka, but will not save the Watermelon Man. It looks like Mira might be next. We have 3 tentacle surprises in this game, with Monet being the other Leon.
And crucial there for ASTER to have the numbers advantage. That looked like a really good Ravage hammer combo, but they didn't have enough damage in the tank. With Ember dying and getting pressured as early as he did, Shouldn't take full advantage. Yeah. While Yatoro is doing a great job keeping up that farm, just careful.
Middle tower is under
Hammer.
attack.
Oh, they see him.
Yep, they want to go further, but nice impale from Aposhka on the sideline, but Collapse is so slow. He does have the Ravage, but will he have the follow-up if he has to use it? Pops the pipe. Actually, that's XXS popping the pipe. Collapse is taking too much damage.
Is under attack. Dire structures.
Spirit
weren't interested
in numbers. Exactly. Yatoro's off farming. Laurel was pushing mid. The idea there was that Collapse could delay this push as much as possible, and he did his darndest, but the tower will fall in a moment. No glyph. Monet will take it down.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
That's a big steal.
Firestorm is,
you could argue, is that Ravage is actually a kind of decent solution against it if that comes before the tomb, because it's likely going to clip the Undying as well when you're going for your primary kill. Mira will not survive this. Blasted to smithereens. And this is a mid tower for Aster, making some nice progress around the map.
Yules.
No, they cannot do it.
They're going to dispel Yatoro's overpower. Yeah, he's stuck inside this pit of malice now. Has to kind of just fight his way through. That's a BKB TP. Nice pickup, though. The Yules definitely kind of...
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
It's a nice solution to Ursa before he gets the BKB off.
Did force a triple TP there, at the very least, with that pressure play onto XXS, so that always sets up the map a little bit. That's true. They can still connect two top together with that if they want to. It looks like XXS will be playing isolated most of the time, so we'll only be able to one-man gate, not bring the team there. The rest of them will just make their own move, so then it's not a problem. Smoke is up. Aegis is gone, though, so this was perhaps a missed opportunity. This move 1 minute ago would have felt a lot stronger. Well, seeing if he can find anything here. Not so far. They're hoping someone will walk in and spring the trap, but Spirit are wisely playing around each other in mid, and they will make their own smoke move. It'll break instantly, though.
Yep, instant Hexel onto Sumail. He gets impaled. Well, he looks to be perfectly fine now that that pipe is popped. Collapse is the one that's completely surrounded. Hit a malice on him. He's going to use the Ravage. Yatoro jumps in, focusing on the fourth. Monet able to waveform away. Laurel and company looking to back and potentially reset. Knowing that that Ravage is down, though, although you can see more very low on HP. Searing Chain catches Sumail. You can see Yatoro jumps back in with the BKB. He didn't even use that in that fight, apparently. He must have been on cooldown still. They're able to clean him up.
Spirit seem a little bit unsure what they want to do here.
Yeah. Interesting usage there, Collapse.
Anticipating the waveform, but it didn't come out.
Gonna have to get a replay of that pretty soon as the gush is there onto XXS.
What is happening? It's just a
very weird fight. But in the end,
really
Spirit gets 2 kills.
Yeah, both teams a bit unsure what they wanted to do there. So first Spirit were dancing around a little bit, some going in, some not, and then it was Aster's turn to send in their Underlord alone and just have him killed off.
They're not done yet. Undying's dead. His tombstone will follow. Oh, blast off comes in, but it's on the enraged Yatoro. They kind of shrugged it off, and now they're turning their sights onto Laurel. Oh, they're going to get the Morph Ring! They do! Triple kill for me.
The lead is going to become insurmountable.
Sumail, oh boy, he gets insta-gibbed. My goodness.
He cannot be alone in front there with no coverage. They don't have vision.
Yeah, Baboka, he's found as well. Collapse, he's just waddling in. Still has the Ravage available. He's taking tons of damage from this Firestorm. We'll pop the pipe, though. This hit him out is really nice, though.
Here.
And they're still not buying back on Sumail, as Roche is now up.
Aster, if they overextend now, they don't have Tombstone out here, and they don't have their mid. Like, this play does not exist.
I mean, they know that they can't take it in 15 seconds, so I think Sumail can just safely come back. But they're not going to have Tombstone. Ravage is still there. Roche is just sniffing outside his pit, making sure nothing crazy is going on. He's like, all right, everything's normal.
No Tombstone for this fight.
And now the Fury swipes have come for Roche. Sticky Bomb for some information. XXX with the Firestorm. Collapse. Nice zoning Meteor Hammer.
Stolen Firestorm for the pit fight. Very nice here from Mira as well.
Yeah, true. Yeah, they're going to smoke up now.
I like this play. Drawing a very big circle here, collapse. I don't think they're going to go that far around.
Oh, we'll see. I mean, this would be... Toro, he's the one with the blink dagger, remember. He's going to show himself in the lane. Gives away some information. Laurel looking for Sumail again. Sticky Bomb not going to find connection. Lotus Flower still sitting in the fountain. Nobody's interested, though.
Radiant courier has been killed.
Firestorm stolen again.
Radiant top tower.
Scotty, I believe, is being delivered right now to Yatoro. Oh, he has it already. Time to show it off. XXX deleted. Monet pops the BKB. There's the Ravage. Only going to clip one, and it's just the Undying buyback now from XXX. As the Tombstone goes down pretty much right off the bat. Baboka with the initiation, only clipping Mapochka, though. And XXX, if he gets it, this will be a dieback. Now they're focusing him with the Bear. Fury Sweats continue. He's dead. Dieback for the Underlord. Sumail trying to go through the Fiend's Gate with all his might, but he does not get there in time. Does have buyback, but there's no way as Baboka.
Toro? No Tombstone, there's no Diana.
Going back in, collapse with the Ravage into the Meteor Hammer. Actually, not that much damage done. Follow-up was a little underwhelming, but you can see Sumail taking the brunt of the damage now as Mapochka blows him up. And now XXX in the cover of his face, but he's going to need a lot more cover than that. Monet, he pops the BKB kind of early, and that's a big item down, and I think you're right. Team Spirit can just continue on. They have very low cooldown stuff other than that Ravage, which doesn't seem like they even need.
ASTER going to smoke. This is a desperation move. They need to find something here, but they're 3 on 5, so it doesn't really seem feasible to go in. Spirit can easily cover for themselves.
Got another tower down. Tombstone still there with the grab ally available, which Baboka was using apparently. Pops right out.
Is under attack.
What is Tidehunter going for with that Vit boost? So
it's because the average is based on 1 match.
It's probably collapsed. If I had to guess. Toro really wants to kill the Tombstone, but it's not going to happen. Turns his sight to Monet instead. Lincoln just pops the BKB thereafter. Sumail, he's really low. The telekinesis into the finger, and he just dies. Oh my. That is not what you want to see if you're an ASTER fan. Now, Spirit are looking to finish this game. Sumail with no buyback available. They have so much damage from afar. Like, they don't even need to invest very much to get these kills. And Spirit, overall, they get 3 kills, and GG's called.
It's over. ASTER bow down. Back out of the game.